and welcome to Mashable Mornings, Mr. David White. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
We shake a hand here.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm a little bit nervous because I hear that you're very famous. And,
No, we're candid. That's all we are.
And you've had some big guests before, so I'm looking forward to it, although a little bit apprehensive.
No, I think the man who's gotten a lot of T20 World Cups happening or big ODI wins makes me nervous.
I just hope that everyone can understand my New Zealand accent.
Yes, of course. But have you picked a team that you're going to be supporting?
No, I'm completely neutral. I
That's
like them
amazing.
all, and I can't. I just. Whilst I'm a cricket fan, as CEO, of course, I want every team to enjoy the experience, enjoy
Lovely.
Dubai, and enjoy the tournament.
Amazing. Listen, all of y'all watching out there, all Desis and non-Desis, should let us know in the comments which teams you're supporting, because I'm a little confused between Sharjah Warriors and MI, because I live a bunch of time in Mumbai, and for me that team is just close. But the Sharjah Warriors have something, man. It's a great time.
Pretty cool, and what I've found is the support in Sharjah, they're pretty parochial.
Isn't it?
And it's a fantastic. It's the oldest of the three stadiums.
That's true.
But it's just got tradition, and it smells cricket.
Yeah.
Sharjah. So the first game will be played there, and we're going to get a great crowd, and that's our big focus this year, is to ensure that we get big crowds, and
That's true.
all signs and indications are that we will be really well attended matches.
So cool. But right now, let's head towards Dubai Cricket Stadium. How's that?
Yeah, because I've got something special to show you actually.
Oh yeah?
We've got a 300-meter sign that we've put up on the stadium.
Ooh.
That looks pretty cool.
Oh, lovely. Let's head there. But tell me this. This does not start here. In 90s, you were a cricketer yourself. What was that like? Did you imagine that you're going to be cricketing and doing what you were going to be doing?
No, I was very lucky to play for New Zealand. I
Yes.
toured Pakistan in 1990.
Oh,
It wasn't
wow.
the longest career of anyone, and probably the reason why is because I was an opening batsman, and I had to face Waqar and Wasim Akram, so hence my career wasn't that long. But I've had a lifetime in sports administration, both rugby and cricket,
Yes, of course.
and now to end up here in Dubai is just a wonderful experience for me, and something I'm very privileged to be able to do.
That's so cool. But overall in the UAE, what kind of an evolution of the cricket story have you seen?
We're not a full member, so it's an associate member, and cricket is not the most popular sport
Yeah.
in the UAE. Of course, football is very big, but we've got a growing expat population of, we've got Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi, Afghan people, and also, a lot of South Africans, Australians, New Zealanders. So it's a melting pot and a culture that is developing. And we talked about it earlier on, how it's really not becoming just a holiday destination place.
That's true.
Now. It's quite becoming a really established community, and we would like to think that cricket will become a big part of that community as well.
That's true.
It's a fascinating place, and of the evolution of the community as well.
I would love that. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
A lot of you do not see what I saw back at the ICC Academy. A lot of mums bringing their children to play cricket. It's about 4:30 in the evening right now in Dubai, and isn't that a great sight to see such kids with their net practice?
Fantastic, and just not all boys.
Yeah.
Girls as well.
True.
So I know that the UAE and Emirates Cricket Board are really pushing the girls as well. And one of the things that we are doing actually before every match, they'll finish about an hour before each match, but we're having 64 children. Every match will play on the stadium
Oh, lovely.
in the colours of the home team that will be playing that day. So they'll be able to play cricket, and then as the players come to prepare, they'll be able to rub shoulders with all the players. So it's a big focus of us is to integrate with the community
That's so cool.
and bring the community aligned with the cricketers.
I think the interesting part is that's very encouraging to the newer generation, right?
Yeah.
And have you worked with the Gen Z, and are you hiring Gen Z? What is that experience like?
Absolutely, and I've got a 27-year-old daughter and a 22-year-old son.
So one millennial and one Gen Z.
Yeah, but I understand, the impact of social media it's everything. It's the way that everyone communicates now.
Yeah.
So a big focus for us is making sure that we appeal to all types of the community, in particular the young generation who want quick, snappy things, and they love T20.
We love TikTok.
They love TikTok. They love things to happen now.
Yeah.
And we want to think that our league will be really appealing to them.
That's true. I think, isn't that the fun of the format as T20 is? Because DP World ILT20 is about 3 to 4 hours of a match. Is that right?
Absolutely. And a lot of action. It's action the whole time. A lot of wickets, a lot of sixes, a lot of fours, a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment. And, it'll be vibrant and it'll be really appealing for young people.
I think within the 3 stadiums, do you have any specifics and what stories do you have with each, if at any?
So it's more than just a cricket match. So with Sharjah is a little bit more challenging because it's a smaller stadium, but definitely Dubai and Abu Dhabi will have a big fan village.
That's true.
And opportunity for all the family to come along to enjoy some cricket interaction. They can bat and they can bowl. There's food trucks, there's giveaways, there's giveaway t-shirts, face painting, music, entertainment, all before the match.
Lovely.
As they then prepare to go in to watch the matches in the stadium.
Amazing. But Sharjah also has a lot of history. Do you remember having seen one of those matches where some history was being created at Sharjah and you have a story to tell?
I love Sharjah Stadium. The history, back from the 90s, that is where a lot of the 50 over cricket back in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
Started. India played there a lot, Pakistan, a lot of New Zealand games were played there, Australia, Pakistan. So it breathes cricket, Sharjah Stadium. I love it. It's so traditional, but it's got a really tight atmosphere. So
that's true.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And Abu Dhabi is fairly new, isn't that it?
It is new. It's a new city, capital city. It's got a beautiful big stadium as well.
That's true.
As is the stadium we're going to go and look at now, which is state of the art. The Dubai International Stadium is as good as any cricket stadium in the world.
Did you ever think that you're going to be coming to Dubai and setting up a whole different sort of a cricketing league here?
Absolutely no idea.
No.
It's amazing. It's a pretty cool experience, and what an amazing city. And the great thing about Dubai and the UAE is the facilities for cricket are incredible.
All state of the art.
All incredible.
I'll tell these people something that I'm not sure if you've seen, but if you go to the Sharjah Stadium in the evening, they've got floodlights which turn on a switch.
I know.
And then can go on beats like a proper dance beat.
I know, and actually part of I think we've got to go around and back around. As part of the entertainment at Sharjah Stadium will be light shows with these pretty cool new lights they've got.
That's true. There it is, that huge ass signage that you're talking about.
Yeah, 300 meters long, and you can see it from the big motorway as well.
I think we need to get off and truly take it in.
Yeah, I think so. If we can
park around the corner here.
Just drive over there and we can have a look at it.
There's a lot of preparation going on, I can see.
Yeah, a lot going on. It's getting pretty close now.
Yes. Is administrating a cricketing tournament of this scale and size a very difficult task, like from the administration side of?
I think we're very lucky that we've got a very experienced team.
Yeah.
And the team here in the UAE have hosted premiers, the Pakistan Premier League. They've had an IPL tournament here. They've had ICC World Cups. So they're very experienced, and we've got great facilities. So as you can see now, the sign is pretty cool.
It's massive. I've had to not be able to stop the car for about 500 meters here. Okay, I think we're going to do this so that we have a bang center. That's massive. Who came up with this idea?
Well, when I came here, I realised very quickly that billboards are a big part of the advertising mix in Dubai, and everywhere you go, there's massive billboards, which are incredibly expensive as well. And I said to the team, why could we not put a billboard on this massive, magnificent stadium? So we've made a billboard 300 metres long. So we've had a lot of attention, and it's been a real focus for people, and given the tournament some real energy as well. So no, we're delighted with it.
No, I think you're the right kind of CEO who focuses on the marketing team just as much as he focuses on the teams who are playing cricket.
I think that for us, for the tournament to be successful, we've got to market it.
Yeah.
It's different to other countries which are traditional cricketing countries,
That's true.
but we've got to market it. We've got to have
walk towards that.
big crowds, and our big focus for us is
Yeah.
building awareness.
Because you're also educating the country or
Yeah.
the whole region about cricket
That-
as a whole, right?
That's right, and also we need big crowds. So a
Yeah.
big focus for us is maximising attendance, which will give energy and look great on television as well.
That's true.
You know, Z Entertainment do a fantastic job.
Yeah.
What's really interesting about Z is that it goes to the non-traditional market as well.
Yeah.
You know, the movie goers as well. So we're really trying to break into new
So
markets.
technically, what you're going to be doing is almost like you're switching into watching a film for those 3 hours.
Yeah, the Z Entertainment do a brilliant job, and we've got great entertainers and great commentators as well. It's going to be extravaganza. We're really looking forward to it. Sid,
Wow.
we're now at the stadium, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to take you behind the scenes.
Look at that.
The
tables
team
are
are all
turned.
working here, and we'll go and see what's happening, make sure they are working, and then we might be able to go out on the field.
Yes.
How does that sound?
Yeah, it sounds amazing. Just to tell you all that this was unplanned.
This
So
is
we're gonna see-
unplanned,
we're gonna
but
see
we
what they're
thought, why
doing.
not? Come
Yeah,
through.
why should?
So
Okay, so
we're in the
this
stadium.
is actually where the VIP suites are, the sky boxes and the press commentary box, but let's go in.
Please.
Do you do this often as a CEO? Just drop by on the teams?
Surprise them. Here we go. Oh, look, we got some workers here.
Hey folks.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Is this
It looks like they're working, doesn't it?
it looked like it.
We've caught them out. So then we'll come through here. They're all getting ready for the event.
So what's happening here?
All sorts, graphic designers, media, stadium managers, all
Amazing.
getting ready. But it's lovely. Look what a beautiful ground, isn't it?
Yes.
The groundsmen will probably be watching us because they watch everything that goes on.
Yes.
And like most grounds people, they're probably happier when people aren't on their ground or playing cricket. So why don't we just sneak over here now?
Oh yeah,
over
we
the
can do
road,
that. Thanks to you.
And you can stand here and imagine that you are facing the first ball of the tournament.
Yes.
And here we are on the pitch. So
Yeah. A stance.
yeah, amazing. But if you just have a look around the stadium, it's just magnificent.
Look at that. It's so beautiful.
Just beautiful, isn't it? Fantastic.
And let me tell you this, for the first time ever, this is happening on Mashable Mornings, either in the Middle East or India, that we've actually entered into a stadium, the workspace.
Absolutely. And they didn't know we were coming. And it's all very impromptu, but it's fun, huh?
Lovely. So, what is important, David, is to understand your management style, but it is very different from any other C-suite that we would have ever spoken to, because you're managing a diaspora of various kinds of operating folks here, right?
Yeah, and they're good. And so you've got the groundsman. It's
Yes.
very important that the players play on great wickets and
True.
practice wickets.
True.
We've got transport management.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, 6 teams, taking them from the hotel, organising their international flights.
Oh, that's a crazy logistical nightmare.
Yeah. Food,
Food.
they're
So we met
professional
head of
athletes.
catering recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're professional athletes, they need to be eating well, great hotels. And then you've got the business side of it. You've got ticket sales,
Yeah.
you've got marketing,
Media.
promotions, running a stadium, all the staff, the security, all that type of thing.
The floodlights.
Floodlights, the ground staff. It's a lot of people working on the event.
Just
But
look
it
at
all
this.
comes together. All comes together. And like I said before, we're lucky we've got great staff.
I love it.
And the other thing is media.
Yeah.
Media is key.
True.
Both social and mainstream media. Broadcast partners, we've got Z Entertainment, so they're
Yeah.
now on site preparing the broadcast
That's
for
true.
the international audience. So we have a big broadcast production, well over 30 cameras.
Oh wow.
And
So it's a proper
drones
switching and going crazy.
Yeah, it's world class, so it's very, very important.
Love that. In essence, what is your go-to way of managing a large-scale team? Like, how are you motivating them, and what is your driving force?
When you are managing, you've got to have a plan,
Mm-hmm.
clear job descriptions for people, give them their responsibility, communicate well, but then if you've got quality people, just let them get on with the job.
So you're letting them be instead of
Yeah.
micromanaging any of the tasks.
it's not. You've got to have trust and confidence in people.
Yeah,
And if you micromanage, they're not going to be at their best.
that's true.
So, but the key is to employ quality people for a start.
Yeah.
Have a plan, and then the rest looks after itself. And I think with an event, there's always going to be something that is challenging or
That's
goes
true.
wrong. You've just got to keep calm, work together, not apportion blame, but just keep
Yeah.
working together, and you get onto it.
That's true. I can't even imagine the scale of the event that you're putting together. It will have the Murphy's Law. If something has to go wrong, it will go wrong, right?
Always. But it's actually how you react to that that's the key.
Yeah, that's true. How do you maintain your calm and your patience?
I'm not always. No, I think I'm lucky. I'm quite experienced now.
Yeah.
I've been doing this kind of thing for a long time. I had a big involvement with rugby as well before. So it's just experiences and what you learn. And the most scary thing I ever dealt with in New Zealand cricket was we had the Bangladesh cricket team in Christchurch when they had the attack on the mosque.
Oh, yes.
And we were so lucky that the Bangladeshis, but that was a pretty scary moment. And,
It can be.
and we had a plan to deal with it, and it all worked out pretty
Yeah.
well for the Bangladeshi team. But
That's true.
that's the kind of thing you've got to deal with.
Yeah, just unimaginable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. Let's get
Yeah,
back into
cool.
the car.
Let's get back in the car.
Wow, that was something, David. Thank you so much for that experience.
No, that's good. I think the staff got a bit of a fright.
Yeah, that's for
We
sure.
caught them out, didn't we?
I
A
think they were
few
working
of them
hard.
napping on the desk. No, they're all good. They work very hard actually. They'll be there till 10 o'clock tonight. You know.
Yeah,
It's a long haul. Running an event is very intense.
that's true.
And then the hardest thing when you run events is the day after.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
nothing.
It's almost like a death in the family, because
Yeah, I know what
you're
you
with
mean.
a group of people working really intensely for time, and then all of a sudden, bang, it finishes. So it's quite tough for event people.
But what we can't be doing Mashable Mornings and not ask you what your morning routine is like. So tell me, David, what has been your morning routine?
So I like to get up and go to the gym.
All right.
I go to the gym at 6 o'clock and do a bit of cardio and do a few old man exercises to keep
Nice.
keep the body moving. I think it's really important you do that, and I like to do it in the morning because with exercise, if you leave it to the afternoon, you never
Yeah,
get it done.
I
And
know.
you do. Sometimes the other good thing in the morning is you're half asleep anyway. So get that done, and then have some breakfast.
That's true.
And have my favourite Emirati breakfast of belalat.
Oh yeah?
No, I'm only making that up. I think it's I looked it up. It's something a little bit like in India. They have, what's it called in India? The light breakfast?
dosa?
Dosa, I think it's a
Yeah.
little bit like that. No, I'm normally some toast or some eggs, and then a nice cup of English breakfast tea.
Amazing.
And then I like to get to work. A lot of, I think because where I come from, I'm at work by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And the work
So you all
patterns-
start at 8 o'clock in the morning? in New
these
Zealand?
guys don't. They normally start a bit later.
Yeah.
They're kind of 9 till 10 and finish at 10. But my routine's a little bit different. In New Zealand, in Western culture, I think you generally start earlier and finish earlier. But like I said, these guys will be here till 10 o'clock tonight.
Amazing. Tell me this. I've heard a lot about the trophy and the various belts you have. Like, is that like wrestling?
Yeah, so what they've done is something a little bit novel. I think in the IPL they have caps
Yes.
for the leading people. So for the leading players, the run getters, there's a belt. And Alex Hales from England won that last year, and also a bowling belt.
Oh wow.
But like a heavyweight boxer gets a belt.
Or like a
And that-
proper
yeah, proper belt. And they won it,
lovely.
and Chris Jordan won that last year, and we also have a belt for the top UAE player, and Mohammed Wasim won that last year.
Amazing.
So that was good, and that's quite a focus for the players.
Yeah.
And something novel as well, which is a pretty.
I'm
cool
looking
idea.
forward to that because it is
Yeah.
like you are a heavyweight champion. You're a belt. You're a cricketing belt champion.
Yeah, it's something for the players to aspire to.
100%. I think what a lot of people don't see and understand is that behind every cricketer there is a huge mind game that goes on. So how are you working around that?
The way that the athletes prepare is so important, but also not only their mental health, but their psychological health as well is really important because cricket is a unique game. You even the best players in the world fail more than they succeed.
That's true.
It's just a fact. So to have the mental resilience to be able to handle that is very important. So one thing that we did really well in New Zealand is we had a very stable selection policy, so that the players felt that they weren't under pressure to perform every game, and that they knew that they were going to have an extended period of time to perform. And that takes a lot of pressure off a player, because there's nothing worse than walking out to the bat thinking, oh, I've got to succeed.
Yeah.
And thinking if you don't get any runs, you'll get dropped. So the mental part of the game is so important. And for the players now, they're on the road all the time.
That's true.
So they need to be able to switch on and switch off. So getting home, getting in, to their hotel, having a normal routine is very important. And what's pretty cool about the tournament here in the UAE is that the players can bring their families along as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course they can. And we don't have the travel. So they're not jumping on a plane. They come here for a month. They might drive to Abu Dhabi or Sharjah, but they can go back and sleep in the same bed and have their family there as well for a month. So the players love coming here and not having that pressure of travel, stay in the same place, have their families here and get into a bit of a routine.
The DP World ILT20 is also fairly new, but I'm sure there is some amount of growth that you must have seen in the region.
Success for us initially this year is having good crowds, and over time we would like to think that we're going to build tribalism between the teams, which is very important, and associated with that will be commercial growth. People watching on television, not only in India on Z Entertainment channels, but also here in the UAE. We're lucky this year, we've done a deal with Dubai TV, so it's going to be on free to air, and also ICC TV on their OTT platform here in the MENA region. So that and building the commercial program, merchandise, ticket sales, commercial revenue is all in our horizon.
It's a great amalgamation and a great mix. And once the teams get associated with the people, then they're rooting for them. Then it's a different beast altogether.
That's right. I think it's really important that we build that tribalism over time.
What would you prefer over ODIs, Test, T20, day and night matches? What would be your zone?
I like them all. I actually I love Test cricket as a traditionalist. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
T20 is a lot of fun, but I actually really enjoy the ODIs.
Yeah.
Because an ODI it's almost like a test match within a day. And I think the recent World Cup in India was fantastic. And being CEO of New Zealand Cricket, in 2015 and 2019, we made the final.
You won as well.
No, we didn't.
No, you didn't.
Well, we did technically, but remember when the ball hit the back of Chris Stokes' bat and it went for 4?
Yeah.
So
almost won. That was such a heartbreaking moment, You see his face and you're like, oh, I feel bad.
I've never watched it again.
Yeah?
No, I can't. It was just too
cathartic.
For the players, it was just devastating. It was
I'm sure.
Really, really tough.
But then that's cricket.
That's cricket, and I know the pain the Indian people will be feeling about not winning the World Cup as well.
Yeah.
After dominating for the whole tournament.
We won all the matches until that one.
Gee, weren't Australia clever though? Gee, they play well. Amazing.
They do.
But there's some great Indian cricketers who really are.
If you had the chance to brunch with one of the cricketers, who would that be?
I think I'll call out a few cricketers. I think getting David Warner immediately after the conclusion of his test career, coming and playing in our league is a major coup. So what an incredible player and what an incredible career. And he's still at the peak of his powers.
That's true.
So having him is good. I think Shaheen Afridi, having him play, what an amazing cricketer. Still a very young man. Just been appointed captain of the Pakistan T20 team.
That's true.
And I'd like to call out a young player too.
Yeah.
A young player called Ayan Khan.
Wow.
Who's a left-arm spinner from the UAE.
Wow.
18 years old, very promising, and already I think that he's got a big future, and watch him closely.
That's so cool. I think this is the moment where you all hit the subscribe button if you haven't for Mashable Middle East, and tell us which particular cricketer would you sit down for a brunch with, and tell us what one question you'd ask, and maybe if we meet them we can ask them also.
Absolutely, I'd love to introduce you to them, and maybe during the tournament you can have a chat to them.
That's true. Is there any amount of nervousness, David, right before the the opening ceremony or any of those big days?
I think there's always a little bit of tension, but I think that we're well prepared. Operationally, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're going to get big crowds in. We're lucky we've got tremendous facilities here,
Yeah.
great infrastructure. So I think we're well positioned.
I love that.
I'm relaxed. I think we're in a good place.
So 19th of Jan to 17th of February 2024, the
Yeah.
DP World ILT20, we're all in for cricket.
We're all in for absolutely. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate it. And
Yes.
to all the Mashable fans, tune in
Yep.
and follow the tournament.
Thank you, David.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure having you.